Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Sunny here. I've got a new global app update today. It is September 26th. This patch should be out, all of it, on live server Thursday the 2nd, so next week. So we get some information ahead of time here, and yeah, it is pretty much as predicted. Let's get to it. They are continuing with some class changes. However, it's very little. There's some great quality of life today in this patch here. There's some good stuff, but in general, it's a very, very lackluster patch with delays. So yeah, let's get to it. Misc Changes, guys. It happened. PvP patch is ongoing, and they're doing Misc PvE changes. So this one here is getting increased health recovery on hit. Red Wind, this is a Rabam, Red Gust or something. 15 to 9 seconds cooldown reduction. It deals like 1300 damage, 100% crit, very fast. It's actually really good DPS for PvE. It's a PvE ability, no protections. Removing the heal on it. However, they're adding a heal on hit to it. So this should actually be pretty nice for both Succession and Awakening. I sure hope so. And this one here is getting 150 more health recovery. And on failing flowers, the movement speed has been changed. So movement speed of 1, 2, and 3 hits have been increased. And after the third hit, movement speed has been reduced after the last hit. So at least it's something, right? A bit of PvE. Let's take what they're doing with Awakening Misc. So anyway, Dark Knight flow that can be linked after using the Airstrike skill, and the cooldown of various assaults has been removed. I don't know what that means. Sock Assassin is taking an arrow to the knee. They're nerfing Sock Hash. Cooldown increase on the dash from 2 to 3 seconds. And this here is a big change. I think this is great. I know it's a nerf. Yeah. But the class is pretty strong right now in PvP. And this here is a huge improvement. I don't think any abilities should be working like this. So as you can see here, this is the dash, right? Over here, he instantly disappears. He just disappears out of nowhere, and then he reappears. However, they're changing it to be like this. So you see now which direction he's dashing to. It's still an iframe into super armor. Nothing changes in protections or movement or anything, but it actually shows you which direction he's moving to, so you can react to it, not that he's literally just like blinking around. So that's a pretty big PvP nerf. And here is the abilities in use. At the same frame used, slowed down. So you get a bit of a like indicator of which direction it's going. And there's also a bit of damage nerf on these abilities here. Basically, PA saying up here that they like that Hash is a float air attack base class. But it's too strong, it's killing people in one float. So they want to reduce that damage a little bit, so you need to still re-CC people. So a bit of iframe nerf, and then the damage reduction here, it's around like 11 percentage point, and this is 10, and 10 percentage point damage nerf on these 3 abilities. All right, so that's it for class changes. There's some bug fixes here on Dracania. Super disappointed that there's not more stuff happening. I hope this is an indicator that they are done with the stuff, right? Hopefully we'll see more next week, because I don't think they're done with PvP changes. But yeah, that's it for this week. And here is the most predictable blue post. I've been saying this all week, actually for the last couple of weeks. I didn't think for one second we're going to get the Alchemy Stone rework this month, and we aren't. So here it is. We'd like to share an update on the Alchemy Stone and the AI Waifu Maid update. First, the Alchemy Stone's overhaul. After careful consideration, we decided to postpone this update. With many new items added alongside Idania update, we felt another complex feature like the Alchemy Stone overhaul right now might be overwhelming. We'll reschedule this update for a later date, and we'll share more details as soon as possible. Now, I know a lot of people always like, oh, new things are always good, but the Alchemy Stones are very hard in-game things. So by having this alchemy stone update and people with a lot of resources being able to go for splendid and shining alchemy stones, it would power creep for in-game. It would be another like increaser, make it harder to catch up to in-game people. So as much as I would love it because I'm one of those that'll be able to push for it, I don't hate that it's coming out. I said this as well, like I didn't expect it to come out. Also, like kind of hoped it wasn't coming out just yet. I think it might be a bit too much in-game power creep at the moment. Hopefully they're gonna rework it even more and actually add like a change to the system rather than just making it chronable and adding acres to it. I think it's super lame. I think like alchemy stones needs more work to be a more integrated part of your gear progression. So we can hope they do something like that, but probably not, right? Also, it is October next week starting, and normally they do a dev talk in October. They don't really announce it beforehand. It can come out of nowhere, but I'm hoping and expecting to see a dev talk, and I could totally see them talking about this and showing and maybe announcing at that point. But yeah, hopefully dev talk next month as well here in October. Also for the AI Waifu Maid, our top priority is ensuring stability of the servers, aka people were gooning too hard, draining all the server capacity. Because of this, we decided to delay until October. So yeah, I guess for anywhere from next week, it could be coming out. Yeah, like it's unfortunately so expected. Apologize for bringing up new schedule adjustment for the 2 updates, which are kind of understanding these decisions were made with interest of better overall experience. Thank you for your continued support. Yeah. Surely they spend all this time working on more class updates, right, guys? Okay, so some item stuff here. Repeat quests have been added to Lightning Trace, and you can now do Idane armor upgrades in groups. Okay, so now let's get to the good stuff. There is some good stuff here. This is one of the things I've been really wanting to see ever since we got Idane. So with Idane being added, you can now check resistance in the spots, right? So here, this is what they're doing. Out here, when you go out and you look at the Idane zones, all the grind spots, they show what CC the mobs use, so you can make your build before you go out there, get CC'd and die and lose crystals, right? You don't have to go and test it. So this is great, especially if you're not necessarily reading guides, asking people, do you want to go out and grind? You can now check what resist they have. However, this is not the case currently anywhere in the old world. For example, I can go here in Crypt. There's no CC explained, right? No CC shown. So they're adding it to the old spots. They're adding that information to the old spots as well. Great. And they are unifying resistance between the different spots. Some places require multiple resistances. For example, knockdown and stun stiffness over here at Dokkaebi Forest, and knockdown and stun stiffness at Olden's Valley. They are now unifying it to only be one resistance type you need for any spot in the game. So it should be a lot easier to then cap out and grind in peace. And as I said here, they're adding the type resistance on all the spots as well. That's awesome. Yeah, like the immortal abyss of chase not to chase too far, and something here, I don't know what this is specifically, but after Muraka appears, after the reward gimmick in Jardine Castle grind spot, a message indicating that he will disappear when a kill limit has been reached, has been improved. They're making a thing here for the magnets for new players, an item you get for request that tells you what the magnet is to teleport around. And there's some new story stuff here out at Orbiter. And this year, it finally happened, guys. An actual W. Mount auto run improvements. Instead of fixing terrain around the map where horses get stuck auto running, they are actually trying to now fix the auto running itself. So, horses have always been adventurers, loyal companions, and primary means of travel, with each new mount tier offering increased movement speed. However, as mounts have gotten quicker, they've often had trouble navigating around obstacles while auto running. Yeah, basically the issue, we became too fast. So what they're doing now is the turning speed when moving automatically is increased by 3 times. And you can see here, they even have a little video of the infamous Heidel Bridge. This here is how it is. You know it, I know it, we all know it. And then you run into the water and your horse drowns and oh my god. This here is the change. After the change, you can see how it turns now when you get to it. And look at that. I'm sure it's just a matter of time before horses get too fast and we get stuck and stuff as well. But huge quality of life improvement. I was literally talking about this and getting stuck just before covering the global lab today. Then there's some UI changes, small things. Design for the inside pages of Dino Journal has been changed. When the skill guide is turned on and the key guide for disembarking S+R will now be displayed when boarding a ground vehicle in town. And the knowledge filter icon that's activated on the world map and the icons of barter have been put to always appear regardless of the zoom level. So currently you can zoom in. Some people might not know this right now. So if depending on your zoom, see, now these appeared where I can check the knowledge and now they're going right. So they have like a specific zoom level before this show. In case you guys are looking for knowledge, this is a new feature I think came out like a week ago or so. You can check this out as well. This now be able to see it at all zoom levels. And some camera precision stuff, fix and changes, which is basically nothing. And that's it for today's patch. Yeah, super disappointed, but exactly as expected. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll see you all in the next one.